Oh, come on. Bang, bang, boom, boom, bing, boom, bang, boom, boom, boom. What up, Catra? That was fast. Freaking 35 seconds. 35 seconds. All right, I'm slow. Hold on. Hold on. Where am I at? Speed of light, they say. The speed of light. Where am I at? Skip. Ow, ow, ow. Pinch my freaking little thigh muscles. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Pin, pin, pin. Okay, where am I at? Boom, bam, boom, bam. Oh, where'd I go? Where'd I go? Here, here. Did it? Let's see. Um, off, back, me. Pause, pause, bang, share. Discord, do, Twitch, send, go, pause, off, off. All right, there we go. My bad, my bad, my bad. Hi, how you doing? Oh man, you smacked my kneecap. You missed the fire. Were you here for the fire, Katra? Oh no, hit the wrong button again. Oh jeez. Auto find and activate. Oh right, that's right. You had to see your dad. Okay, that was yesterday. How? So you said your dad gave you a wackadoodle, um, but everything went okay, right? I was not right. It was a good one. You missed a good one. It was a good outdoor stream. I burned a bunch of stuff. I looked at the chickens. All right, off, off, off. Okay, I was not. I was not. Let me see. I got on Twitch. What am I missing here? Okay, I guess I'm behind. Okay, let's see if this works. Hello. Oh, still doesn't work. Okay, there it goes. All right, now it's working. All right, I didn't see that before. What up, honeybee? How are you? Everything's okay. It just feels weird today. It's harder to face people that care about me than strangers. Everything's okay. It just feels weird today. It's harder to face people that care. Yeah, it's supposed to. Hold on. What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's called being human. Right? Like most people don't care at all what other people feel about on the internet. And what's up? Maxilinian, before. Thank you, honeybee. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I know it's supposed to, Richard. It's life. Human. Yes, we're human. Right, right. And I think a lot of people get too far away from human contact and they don't consider like people online at all. Like they don't consider them people, you know? And I think AI is going to do even worse for that because a lot of people can speak to AI like trash and it's just going to respond like it's your best friend and you're not hurting its feelings at all. Lillian, absolutely. I'll try my best. It's Lillian. I promise I'll try. I'll try. I can guarantee I'll screw it up at least one more time, but I'll try my best. I completely agree. Damn, you're cooked up. Me? No, I don't do it, brother. I don't do anything. The only thing I do is B12. That's where I get my amp from. I don't do nothing, brother. Are you? I am real. Good boy. Good boy. What up, tall guy? Remember Fall Guy? Are you a picture on a screen? B12. So methylcobalamin. So B12. I'll show you here. It can be used in when you have ADHD. It can be used if you decide in place of amphetamine salts like Adderall and whatnot. Methylcobalamin for ADHD. Methylcobalamin is a promising, safe, potentially effective complementary treatment for ADHD, often used to improve methylation and neurotransmitter synthesis. Studies suggest that optimizing B12 levels in deficient individuals may manage symptoms like inattention, irritability, and hyperactivity. You should become a bodybuilder. Me? I'm just considering it, brother. You tender man. It's not subliminal. It's sublingual. Yes, sublingual. Under the tongue. Under the tongue. Yep. Absolutely. All right, let's look at that. Live science. Live science. Giant spider webs. All right, let's see what she's got us looking at here. Okay. Giant spider webs on Mars may contain tiny egg-like structures, and I want to show this out real quick. Okay. Giant spider webs on Mars contain tiny egg-like structures that scientists can't quite explain. New photos captured by NASA shows the giant, and I want to show this spider web-like, right? Spider web-like. Boxwork features that are covered in tiny, never before seen nodules bearing a striking resemblance. And here's the problem with headlines and actual data. So according to the headlines, it says giant spider webs on Mars contain, just saying it like it's the truth. Hey, giant spider webs on Mars contain egg-like things. And it's like, and then when you look into it past the headline, it says, well, spider web like. Why don't they have that in the title? Like, striking a resemblance to arachnid eggs, and researchers are struggling to explain them. Then why did the author explain it like this? Why did the author explain it like giant spider webs on Mars containing tiny egg-like structures? This is what I don't like, but I understand. It's also connected to this. I will call you a tender man for years. No, yeah, that's fine. Sublingual, yes. They found egg-like things on it. Do I look ugly? I don't think so. No. Okay, let's see. It looks like, look at this. Look at this big nose looking thing. Hold on, look. This is what I see. Do you see this big nose right here? Oh, you can't see my mouse pointer. Oh, you can. You see my mouse pointer right there? See this big nose and a lip right here? A big nose and an eyebrow. It depends who sees the picture. I mean, I don't know if there's life or not, but I think it can be included in reasons why we may have a creator or designer, because the symbol on Earth has been found. No, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I mean, if this was me, I would say more about this stuff here in the background, like how it looks like it's been plowed. Like, doesn't it look like the earth, the land in the background had, like, you have like straight lines and 90-degree curves? Like, it looks like it's been plowed before. Hey, you have consent. Hey, thank you, Robert. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, my brother. At least not killer clowns from outer space. Oh my God, you think you look ugly? You'll get, yeah. You got to stop talking to people that think you look ugly. Listen. I'm one of the best looking ugly people on the internet. I think I'm good looking because of my personality, shows off my good parts, but I've got some ugly features, but I think they're kick ass now. Yeah, you're all right. Thank you, Robert. I love it. Okay, so let's see what we can get from this. Okay, so. All right, NASA Curiosity rovers, giant spider webs zigzagging across the Mars. One of these images revealed never before seen egg-like spheroids covering the sprawling structures, and scientists are struggling to explain them. One thing that's very interesting about this too, okay? There's also other countries that are sending missions to Mars, like India and China, and I think a big problem with us having what's it called? I can't remember the term. Are countries not sharing science? Like, we don't know what is what. And I really wish we did. Bro, stop. This is poop. Nah, ugly features are a subjective thing. It's about how you carry yourself, how you practice hygiene, how you take care of everybody. Right, right. Yeah, no, absolutely. 100% is how you act towards other people. That's the biggest thing. How you act towards other people, and how you talk, and exactly how you talk to other people and interact. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. This is why people say you can see the soul of people. Like you can tell after a 30 seconds of talking with people if they're evil, like if they really do, like if like the people that are like, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, I know, I can see. You're like, no, you can't. No, you can't. You just want to find a reason to fight and be vicious. All right, go to bed, Lily. Lilith. Lillian. Lillian needs to go to bed. Frickin' Robert's got my consent. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. And let me see what that looks like over here. Okay, just one moment. That's so freaking awesome. All right. But then then again, you have the thing. Let's go back. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to this here. Goodbye, goodbye, farewell. Hold on one second. Rolling like a celebrity. Souls exist, but I think they're very complex, and some are proudly shown, and others screwed through illusions, twists, and lies, making it hard to decipher. Some people, right? I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. And that's the thing about deception is so messed up. And while yes, good people are complex too, they don't fear other people seeing them for who they are. Right. That's the biggest way you can tell people apart if you want to is what they fear. Like you hear people talk about God-fearing people, a God-fearing man, a God-fearing woman, and you have people that are government-fearing. And I'm so scared that AOC will get elected. I'm so scared that Trump will get elected. Why? Why? Because someone else made you fearful that they might pass a law that you won't follow anyway, right? It's so crazy that you have people that have no problems not following laws, that their whole mission is to make sure a law doesn't get passed, that if it got passed, they wouldn't follow anyway, right? It's crazy. I'm AI. I'm AI generated. AI generated. All you also hated. I'm really real. I'm real. I have a real bag of cookies. I'm ugly with small PP, but I'm happily married with a family. I don't talk to anyone who used to make money. Yeah. Listen, this is one of the biggest problems we have with teaching our kids. We're teaching kids these days that it's okay to be bullied if you're wrong. If you're MAGA, then you can be bullied because you're not human. How could you vote for the orange man who said he'd do this, this, and that, but he didn't say that? You just think that, so this is a big problem. And this is the problem with people that try to use the news to tell the future. I fear death. I'm trying to get over that fear, but I fear losing time on Earth, not learning what I want to learn, not spending time with loved ones, someone to spend time, not resolving conflicts. Right? Yeah. Dude, listen, that used to be my biggest fear. My biggest fear was death because when I was the whole atheist scientist guy, biggest fear. My biggest fear was death, and I think a lot of atheists have the same fear because they haven't resolved. They spend so much time learning how to live longer, and no matter what it does to other people, like they might find some chemical that they think might make them live longer, but they're worried if they take it, it might kill them. So they figure out a way to talk to a buddy, to talk to another buddy, to a politician, and get it spread throughout the population, put it in our food supply, and then say, oh no, that didn't do good, I won't take that, it killed hundreds of people. Yeah. And that happens a lot more than you think it does. But once you get to the point, once you learn past like how everything works is the best of your ability of your whole body, and then you say, okay, here's the things that science cannot prove as of this point. It can't do a lot of things. Math is one of the things you can't make happen in a body. You can't trigger a math seizure. Why are we so good at math? And why are some people so good at it? And even people way before computers and whatnot. It's not about who hates you. It's about who loves you. Right. It's not right. It's about who loves you. But the problem is love has been redefined as who you sleep with. Like so much, it's absolutely been like, look, I wouldn't have freaking kissed you on the butt cheeks if I didn't love you. Right. But then you want to force me into thinking and voting the way that and the way that you went. Like that's very deceptive. Yeah. Do atheists think lights just go out when you die? I think they do. Even though there's a lot of evidence against that, not only with near-death experiences, but also with a lot of if you look into neurology and neuroscientists and brain surgeons, like the soul is not in it's not in the brain. So like they're saying, well, it's got to be some sort of frequency or energy, and we may be breaking down the terms to in a less complicated level. We're basically like antennas. And if there's this frequency, I know this sounds wackadoodle, but I'm just trying to break it down to a level where we can talk about it. And each one of us are different. Like our fingerprints, everything's different. And if you think about how radios work, two radios are exactly the same, but they can tune into two different frequencies just because they're that much different on the inside, just such a very, very little bit. We're each that little bit of different, so we can, it's very, I think I might be a genius, Sonu. I'm getting there. I didn't mean to. What's going on, Yogi? That's my current weight. I know I just caused a mild rift of disappointment with my family, and I need to make sure it heals safely. I put my energy towards people who love me. But yeah, that's what you need to do, right? Yeah, anything. Listen, yeah, you need to resolve conflict, right? Love is turned selfish and often measured by what's obtained via loving rather than actually doing. That's exactly right. It turned very transactional. What can I get? How can I hurt you to help myself? I mean, we have whole movements in feminist culture that are like, get what you can, get your bag, sis. Date 97 men at a time. Get what you can get everybody. Like they've come, and that's evil. That's absolutely evil. They dehumanized their enemy. And now they're just like, let's destroy them, divide and conquer. Well, I think if you don't go anywhere, it's not lights out. It's that we can comprehend going purely nowhere, having no dark light. How some blind people experience the world without sight. You know what he means, though. Let the godless think what they want. Who cared what they do? Wait, I have a share a planet with them. Wait, I get SDF. God is the creator. The end, right? I agree. But I also was a non-believer for most of my life, so I'd like to at least give them the benefit of the doubt for a conversation or two to try to at least plant a seed. And I think the definition of life is you have to sense, and you can sense the world. So yeah, I think plants sense the world. So the definition of life used to be, and I don't know what it is now, but it used to be a self. Oh, I used to know it. A self-sustaining body that uses its environment, that intakes nutrition, food, and exports waste. That's what life used to be considered. Like, and then scientists that wanted to say I discovered life, they dumbed it down to like something that's based on a sugar, or and they changed the definitions so they can say I've discovered life. Bill Nye the Science Guy, I love you, sure. Thank you, Clayton, brother. I think it's fine to share a planet with them. They don't believe anyone. That's fine. Yeah, I'll get there. Do politicians make people fight? Yes, they want you to fight. Most of their money that they get is off of like buying their shirts, going to getting their speeches, merchandise online. Like, listen, they make like $170,000 a year, but they make $30,000 a month on YouTube and Instagram. They make more money off of people fighting about them. And the more people that fight about them, also tagging them, brings more people to read read their comments and posts and see their videos. They don't they don't care. They don't care. We have 5 senses, but I think our senses behind that science can detect. I think there's a sense that might be game we die, something we can't comprehend. Yeah, I'm about 87% sure we get reborn and have to live again. I feel like I lived 100 times. 501, brother, big guy. I tell you what, I've had that same feeling, and I think a lot of us have. Like, I think that's the first type of feeling we get to realize when you start asking people, when they start to get past the immaturity of godlessness, and they start to understand that, okay, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. Like, that's the shift, because we're told there's no God in 5th grade. There was a God like Santa Claus, right? And then then we realize that there's things that don't make sense to that worldview. And then we realize that we're spiritual. Then you get put on the mission to say, okay, well, I can't be the only person that felt this way. So then you start looking into history. You start saying, well, what did people do when they got this feeling 1,000 years ago? And it's like, what is love? It's physical chemistry or something supernatural. So it depends who you ask, but it's something supernatural. Absolutely. But people want to sell you love because it's easy to make people lonely because we're followers. We're all sheep. We like to believe that we're the ones leading our own life. We're our own gods. But we're weak and we're typically bad people when we think like that. So it's not, and you can't trigger love. You can't trigger a love seizure. Like, you can't activate a portion of the brain and be like, oh, I love everybody. That doesn't, and we've tried it. Thousands of people have tried to trigger things like that. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Memoirs are a huge grift. Memories or memoirs? Memoirs? I think love purely physical. I don't think, I think love, it definitely isn't purely physical. Now, listen, this is the problem with horror culture, is we're ruining our young men and women by having them sleep with so many people that it just confuses and clouds their brain. I mean, listen, they used to call those things soul ties when you had sex with somebody, when you made love, and now they just call it sex to get you away. It used to be called making love. So the love didn't exist. Or it might have been a very much like or lust, and then you made it. You made love. Two people came together and created something. But yeah, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. What up, Shiva? Reincarnation is real. We've all felt it before. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I don't think all of us get that chance. I don't think all of us get that chance. But yeah, I think we felt it. Yeah, we have pictures on the earth. How is it easier? We have pictures. If the earth, how so easier to see? I think I can only apply some modern things. Just getting questioned and discovered that may flip when we get. But that's right. That's why when you hear scientists say there is no creator, and they can't know it. It goes against science to say that because there is evidence. And they could be searching for more, but they decide not to. Art of living, bam. The body is a torus magnetic field, and we are an input-output system. They constantly keep introducing outside frequencies and disturbances. Everything's to distract from knowing yourself. I agree with you right there also, brother. Politicians writing books. Yes. Memoirs, political memoirs. Yes, politicians writing books. Absolutely. Right. And why didn't they tell us what would have been in that book while they were politicians? Why do they have to tell us, oh, I couldn't say this? Well, then who was running you? Like the whole Kamala thing, the Obama thing, that was such crap. We still we still have the ability to choose what we accept. I accept the lessons that life has for. I'm a celibate. It simplifies so much. Me too. I'm right there with you. I've got no interest in dating at all. In about 3 years, I'm going to start dating for marriage, and hopefully I'll have met somebody that's worth marrying before that time, so that we can continue at that point. But yes, I'm not going to waste my time. my it's not time, because the time's going to pass anyway, so you're not wasting time. If you wouldn't have been with a good person anyway during those times, because the mind space you were in, headspace you were in, like if you were a hoe, you're not going to be dating a good guy while you're a hoe, so you didn't waste the time with another player. That's your fault for being, for not wait until you were more mature to do that. But we're told we're more mature than we are. Like the lie, it's a half lie that they tell to girls these days, because guys want to have sex with younger girls. They say girls mature faster than guys. That's physically, not mentally. So they tell girls that so they can have sex with them. Like, look, you're already mature already. You're only 18, but girls mature faster than guys. No, that's a line. It's not true mentally. In America, how sanctity of marriage true in love. So America's a melting pot. There's all kinds of different religions, all kinds of different mindsets, all kinds of different worldviews. Some marriages are very, very good. And listen, they say 50% of marriages end in divorce, but it's not 50% of all people that get married. A lot of people get married 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So it skews the numbers, right? A lot of the people that get married stay married, but the people that don't do it wrong over and over and over and over and over again. And a lot of people do it for the tax breaks. We have no memory of before life. Most likely there's nothing after life. This we know for certain. Religion is extra. We have no memory of before life. Most likely there is nothing after life. For this we know for certain. Religion is extra. We don't have memory of before life. I agree. Do you know ciphered text? I know some ciphers. Yeah. Can you answer all questions? I can answer most. I don't know everything. But people are dumb, right? Imagine all the ways people are dumb. Right. The biggest problem we have right now is people pay for educations they don't deserve to have, because they're not learning anything that would help them in life. So many people are spending so much money on things that won't help them. I hear so many people get out of college and say, there's no jobs. Right, and there wasn't any jobs in the fields that you went to college for before you went to college. You didn't even look into that. You didn't look into say, hey, is a freaking shoelace tie dyer a degree going to get me rich? It's like, if more people would simplify their needs, right. It'd be easier for all of us. Welcome to humanities. It's a melting pot, but federal crime. 50% of us isn't fun. Is fun, isn't it? Yeah. It can. Right. Everything's a scam. Everything. Listen, people don't want. Single people spend more money. The subset of humans that spend the most money is the single woman. And so that's why things for women cost more money, because businesses know if they can say things and do things and advertise and market things to keep women single and then charge them more for single women stuff, they can make more money off of you. What do I consider true love? I consider that spiritual. I think we know it. Like I've definitely been in love before. Absolutely. Like I still communicate with a high school girlfriend that I dated for 10 years. And like, she's 51 now, I'm 49. And she still will text me and be like once a year and be like, hey, just in case we never talk ever again, I need you to know this is how I still feel about you. And that's some awesome stuff. Some people have verified pre-birth memories. Yeah, right. There's always outliers. Yes, I agree. And listen, I think some people dream those memories also. Like I think that they're reoccurring memories. What up, some non-Jewish guy? Welcome, my brother. Welcome back. Past lives are real. Connections are indescribable and unintentional without our spiritual presence. Right. And so think about this. If sex is a spiritual tie, what's the best way to try to disprove spirituality to people? Confuse the dog crap out of them. Confuse them. You have sex with 35 guys by the time you're 18 years old if you're a woman, and 35, 3 girls by the time you're 18 if you're a man, and makes things confusing. Things don't make sense. None of this worked out. Nobody was worth marrying. Everybody cheated on you and stuff. It makes everything now. Why would God make a world like that? And it gets you thinking like that because you're not in the correct age. we used to have things called age specific education, not age specific education. I can't remember what the exact term was. But you used to, this is what you should know at these ages. This is why you have so many people so upset with teaching kids about sex in like third, fourth, fifth grade. Like it was like the beginning of sixth grade that we had sex ed. But now you're telling everybody about it early on, and kids have access to pornography so early in life that they start getting into things like before they understand how the body works, before they even understand anything. Not all needs are simple. Unfortunately, bodies are so intricate, and our lives are webs of events, and sometimes straight. That's before adding in systematic issues. So, it can be much easier. Listen. If you didn't listen to the news and the radio, life is a lot more simple. You educate yourself. You learn about your body. You learn about how to help your family and yourself and your family. You find someone to love, and you make babies, and then you learn about the earth. And that but now we want to say, but maybe you're not even a freaking human. Maybe you're half animal, half, it's like, it's very easy to confuse children. It's very, very easy. Dude, I wanted to be a horse when I was freaking 6. I wanted to be a horse astronaut. And if somebody told me I could, if I took this pill or this shot, I would have took it. What up, Stingray? I wish feminine hygiene didn't cost so much. Right. Stig analysis. Yo, Richard, I realize we are in an echo chamber. You need to entertain alternative prevent the echo. Yeah. I agree with that 100% too. Yep, they're fun but dangerous. And that's one of the things. This is why I'm not a political guy. I don't care. But I care about you guys, so I want to let you know that you shouldn't be giving up your human relationships over politicians. And I think I have a pretty good way to explain it to most people. My first memory of a dream when I was like 2. What about the Kama Sutra? I read the Kama Sutra. Of course I read the Kama Sutra. I studied the Kama Sutra. I studied the what's the name of the temple that's got all the karmic carvings on it of everybody making love. Okay, let me see if I get myself in trouble. The Kama Sutra temple, not Detroit. Kanhandrolo, let me see. That's so freaking crazy. So yeah, I used to. People getting it on in all kinds of ways, whole temples to that represent flesh. There must be something behind the 50% divorce rate. They can afford to divorce the toxic relationship as their love. Right. I was saying a lot of people get married for the tax benefits. And listen, you can get married to stay out of jail. You can get married for social reasons, other reasons besides love, and then you divorce. They don't care. I'm coming up on 33 years married. My fella sees the strength of my celibacy. Dave, you better see the strength in your celibacy. I have only had sex with nothing. I'm not even myself, just waiting for anything. It doesn't matter. Listen, they try to make you think that you're missing out on something. Most of us, the first times we have sex, it sucks. It's completely horrible. It's awkward. And it's like, why am I even doing this? And then people are like, am I gay? I don't find this girl attractive, because you're so nerve-wracked. You're like, you don't know what's going on. You don't want to embarrass yourself. Yeah, it's like you're not mentally stable enough yet to be having sex. And we keep telling kids to do it. And they're like, oh, that means you're gay. You didn't like having sex with that girl? That means you're gay. Have sex with a guy. You're like, man, maybe I'm gay. Or maybe we should just stop talking about that. You should learn your freaking physics. Maybe you should study your freaking chemistry. But just because it feels, what happened here? Just because it feels good doesn't mean it's good for you. Right, yeah. That's like a lot of things. I mean, you still got to worry about hygiene. You ain't got to worry about pregnancy scared. I wanted to be a lightning bug, right? I like vaginas. Can we all, humanity, unite with some kind of global governance? We need something. I mean, that's what religion tried to be. The problem is a lot of religions were hijacked. And you're learning a lot about that in Iran right now. Back inside the house. Back in the house, Parshad, brother. I still smell like fire, bonfire smoke. I feel that, John. Mine too. She's important to me. I wrote the Kama Sutra. I disagree. I had to block a lot of friends after they showed their true anti-Semitic colors. No, I understand that absolutely too. No, I understand. Are you talking to me, React? Yeah, no, absolutely. If someone shows you their colors, believe them. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm talking about people that are so confused and they don't you have anti-Semites that are like lipstick lesbians. They're only doing it because it's cool. They don't even know what Semite is. They don't even know anything about Jewish people, let alone the Jewish religion, that Judaism, right? And so it's just because it's cool. It's cool to be hateful. It's cool to hate Trump. It's cool to hate Kamala. It's cool to hate is cool. And I don't think most anti-Semites or people that speak anti-Semitically even know what they're talking about. They're just repeating stuff that they hear on the internet. Humpy. All right, brother. Kama Sutra King. That Indian guy's making fun of you. That's rude. Do you like a Kama Sutra? What are we landing on? What up? Sorry. Yo, I'm an American. Right, he's an American. Why would you think Shiva Kumar is an Indian? Jokes apart, Richard, what do you think about making Trump statue? Female version in Minecraft. Yeah, let's do it. I'm all about it. Absolutely. I'm not. Food for the second highest natural food. I'm not. Food is the second highest natural release dopamine. Food is my sex. Yeah, man. Don't get too fat, though. I'll tell you what, it's one of the worst things you can do to your body. Listen, and I tell you, why do you think body positivity became a thing? Who's making money on body positivity? The medical industry and the agriculture industry. The food industry and the medicine industry. That's who's getting rich off of body positivity. Hey, there you go, all you asexual sex. Yeah, don't let it fool you, people. What up, Warshall? What's the difference between belief system and ideologies and truth? So ideologies typically change throughout people. Truth is evidence based. A lot of ideologies aren't. It's wishes for the future. It's a path. Like now you've got a big ideology. Progressivism has been hijacked, and people are telling you that we can change humans. We can change not just their bodies and their sexuality, but if you hated somebody, and if humans hate, if they're racist, this and that, we can legislate it out. And that's just so people benefit from your hatred. They don't want to get rid of it. They want to let you know it's in there. It's ingrained. If a white person looks at a black person, he's thinking N-word, and that's never going to stop, and you're always going to be an N-word. And that's an ideology based on that you don't know what you're talking about. You're repeating a talking point that benefits. Then you say, okay, well, because white people will always be racist, we've got to protect everybody else. So what we need to do is we need to start nonprofit organizations to let everybody know how hateful white people are, and then get it super funded by the government and make millions of dollars off of it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, people. I love everybody. For sure, man. I agree with you completely. Hey, thank you, React, brother. Yep. Just a part of it. Right, that's like so the anti-Semites don't know what they're talking about, mostly. The ones that are actually anti-Semitic usually ain't going to say nothing about it, first of all, because if you hate somebody and you let that be known, that's letting be known a vulnerability of yours. Like, that hate can be used against you. So most people just think it's cool. Hey, man, freaking cool. What is politics? Politics is let's see what the current definition of politics is. Politics is a form or what do you call it? The system of governance. Politics. No definition. Somebody asked politics simple definition. Okay. The activities associated with the governance of a country or other area. Always good. You're always in a good mood. Hey, that's right, Georgie. How you doing, brother? I know. You're always funny. Yes, take care of your body. I'm like Paul now. Big Paul. I'm bigger, like Jesus. That's right. Like clouds, like rivers. Hypocrisy's real. Absolutely. Yeah. 100% hypocrisy is real. Strong benefit to be asexual. Yeah, listen. You're controlled by your noodle and women by your brains. You're controlled by that. You're told that your value is your vagina, what you can get from men with it. And the thing is, how do you get things from men? What do you get? You get products from them. How do the men get those products? They purchase them. It's just marketing and advertising. masked as enterprise or you go girl, what do they call it, empowerment, masked as empowerment, so guys can spend more money, and then now girls need to show other girls that they got that power, so they buy makeup and wigs and all the other stuff, their own houses when they can't afford them, colleges that they can't afford, to show women where they are on the hierarchy. Why humans not just humans but want to be something more? Because our politics and our horrible education system, all they do is they tell us what is wrong now, what has been wrong in the past, and how humans can change if only you could give me enough money. We're like rainbows, tornadoes, rain and rock. We're just like land and sky. We're everything without lust. Nothing strong in being asexual. Stop the cap. I just like everyone until they prove me wrong about them. Life is simple, right? Right? Yeah. I mean, so the problem is we have a lot of very, but kids are weak-minded. That's what immaturity is. And they're told that they're strong. And then they're lied to. They're like, look, we're giving you this data. We're giving you the knowledge that you wouldn't have got until you were 40. So now you can take over the 30-year-olds because you're smarter. And they're like, yeah, thank you. Asexuality is beautiful. It comes in many forms. How do you keep your brain healthy? I don't do any drugs. I don't smoke cigarettes. I take vitamins, mineral. I take freaking K2, B12, D3. I take creatine. I take a lot of creatine. Borchelle, what do you mean? Not saying it's not bad for you. She's young, Borchelle. I'll start trying to get her to freaking sleep our bodies. He does it with B12. B12, D3 combo. It's going right. I'm eating a tamale. I like tamales. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm very. My day is structured. It's very easy. I train myself to look for the knowledge that I need. I know I can smell. Look at his nose. I can smell bullshit a mile away, and I don't trust my first instinct without backing it up. So we can be lied to, whether you want to say that's demonic or whatnot, but we can convince ourselves that doing bad things is good, and it's not. Doesn't take more than a minute or two of searching out to find out historically, biblically, if that ended up being a good or bad thing. We are not our bodies. No, absolutely not. We are more than that. Our guts should be studied because it's supposedly separate entities. It's 100% is. Our intestines are more important to our body than our brains in a lot of aspects in health. If your guts are unhealthy, you can be a brain and a body and your body's not doing anything. Your brain uses the nutrition you get from your guts. Okay, just because I have an Indian name. Bro, here's this joke. My ancestors from India. My granddad migrated to New York when he was 22 years old. Proud to be an American. There you go, brother. Me too. So let's see what education is defined as. Education is the dissemination and the passing along of knowledge. But let's see what they actually say it is. Education. The process of receiving or giving systematic instruction in schools or university, or an enlightening experience. What do you think about Trump? I'm thinking a lot better about him. If I put all emotional things to the side, I think he's doing the right thing right now. I wouldn't. If I could vote to get him out of office right now, I wouldn't vote to get him out. I think after all of the bull crap gets out of the way, all the noise, and you just look at, like, you get off the internet, but just look at policy and what's going on, he's actually helping every segment of the United States. Even if you're a Democrat and you hate him, he's still helping you financially. Now, your local governments may be hurting you, so you don't feel that as much. But yeah, I think he's doing, and especially the Iran thing, that had to happen. Yeah. Yogi, do you dislike me? He likes you. You look like you're in your 20s, 20. I'm 49. You think he's the worst human being? Yeah. Why is that? What is innovation? Innovation is the advancement of the education that is passed down. That's the issue. Richard looks like a Serbian. Looks Serbian. Innovation is the flow of creativity, the modern world to adapt and evolution of society and time. Hey, that sounds good. Google. I've only ever used ChatGPT one time, and that was because somebody asked me on stream to ask it if it believed in God. You don't like him? Yeah, I don't like him as a. Yeah, I wouldn't hang out. I mean, I would meet him and get a photo, but yeah, I wouldn't be like, hey, dude, you want to hang out and have some McDonald's? We are human. Belief has a limit, but nature don't. The problem is we all hate our parents at times growing up. And I think that's what people don't understand about Trump. Your parents are going to do the best for you no matter what you think. You might think doing a backflip off of a building into the street is going to be great fun. But when your parent says, no, stop, don't do that, you're like, my friends are allowed to. And I think that's what's going on with people in Trump. I think people have been so used to a free reign of just selfishness, and now he's doing things that are enriching him, but every politician does. But he's also helping a lot of people too. Belief is limited to God created the world solely for the sake of Israel. If you read the books, that's what it says. Even says it says it in the Bible and in the Quran. And that's what's interesting about what the path that Iran decided to take was they didn't follow. It's a big problem. Let's just say, put it that way. How long do potatoes last in a bag after purchase? Dude, long time, dude. Long time. I'd say 2 weeks easily. But let's see what the internet says. Potatoes best used by date. 3 to 5 weeks. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 3 to 5 weeks in a cool, dark place. If sunlight hits the potato, the eyes of the potato can then start turning green and then growing again. And I can't remember the name of the chemical in a potato where it's green, but that's actually toxic because potatoes are like eggplants. They are, somebody help me out here. What are they? They are, dang it, what are they called? They are called, what is the potato? Somebody help me out here. Innovations located. McDonald's is so great. I agree. Potatoes are more vegetables. What are potatoes, though? Does it say here? Wow. What family is potato in? Nightshades. Michelle, we shouldn't play the game of tagging people just because of their looks. That's the Democrats' part. That's the Democrats' play. Hey, I saw you when I was shopping the other day. Hey, thank you, Aspen. Say hi the next time, brother. What's the weirdest thing in the universe? Weirdest thing in the universe? Dumb people. We can explain so many things. We can explain stars and black holes and all kinds of things. But people that are not willing to see the truth when put in front of them and will go to the death believing a lie that's very easily proven. It's unbelievable. And I've heard it ever since I was young. You can teach people easily, but you can't fix stupid. And it's so true. Now, Israel is not a country or a state. In Old Testament, Israel is the heavens, not the country. People do misrepresent Bible, especially Zionists. I agree. That happens a lot too. What up, Zara? How do you tell if top sirloin steak is bad in the fridge? Touch and smell. If the meat the thing is you should know as early in life as possible to know what fresh meat feels like, smells like. You can tell it starts to break down and it gets a lubricous coating on it, like a very oily like coating when it starts to break down and it starts to stink. These are ideas get passed around social media, and I feel sad for younger kids. They don't get the chance to think from those pens. They feel they're geniuses, right? Because they're told, that's so smart, you're such a good freaking, and it's so dumb. It's so bad. Kids are evil. They need to, but we're told, oh, no, they're not smart. They don't know. You're telling them you're so valid. Those thoughts are so valid. No, they're still trying to understand anything. They just see, and when you say what a word, they look at what happens to your face, and then they decide if it's good or bad. And then that's what we're doing in schools. Nothing bad if Nikola Tesla look alike. I'm thinking of Tesla like. Have you ever carried a switchblade comb? Yes. Switchblade comb. Yes, dude. Absolutely. I absolutely used to carry one. 100%. What's up, Czar? Doing good. I was like 5. Yeah, there's a way to prove to see colors the same as everyone else. Just point at something and call it the same name. But the idea came over on TikTok too. Yeah, that happens. That happens to everybody. We all. This is the interesting thing about how we get knowledge without schools. We all come to these conclusions without having to ask. Somebody didn't have to say, "Do we all see the same colors?" We all think it. So, and then somebody brings it up and we're all like, yeah. Borchel, Charu. But I thought of it well before TikTok, and I got the one that's thinking like, yes, we all get that on our own. Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's not usually till you get stoned with people for the first time. You're like, hey, dude, you think we all see the same colors? Like, dude, I thought. I think the devil made social media, but God using it for good as well. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking I agree. Yes, I agree with the carrot on the stick. Do I think that it's possible or that it's used? Absolutely. What the enemy meant for evil, God will turn it around for good, and that's what it seems like's happening. So this is interesting thing too. This is what I like about talking to people that are strict with strict religiosity and people that have strict secularism, is to see what's on both sides. And the turning evil to good, the people that trust what Trump's doing right now, using a very evil, our government's been evil for decades, and then using their tricks against them, especially if you look at like how he was a Democrat until he ran as a Republican. So he got all the secrets that the Democrats had. Then he jumped ship to use it against them. And that's why Democrats, not Democratic voters, but Democrat politicians hate him, because they know that he knows what they know and he's using it against them. It's so interesting. If the government wants to brainwash people, they'll do it. For the kids to go first, impressionable, I'd be willing that the kids would evolve FC's too. Absolutely. 5 mods out of 11. We're making it happen. Kids don't get to wonder. No, they're told now. Instead of them experiencing things on their own, they're told what they are, because you have political movements that want to get their numbers up. So if they can tell kids you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, even though they don't even know, I just want to play in the sand. And that's what we're doing, because they're stacking the deck. They're waiting for those kids because they're playing the long game. They're waiting for those kids to become voters that have been pre-programmed. Who let the dogs out? Who? What kind of questions you like and don't like? Me? Everything. I like everything. I think I have a pretty good grasp on a lot of things, and I don't know what I don't have a good grasp on until someone asks me a question about it. So I'm open conversation, open topic about everything. Genetic hereditary disorder, your opinions. I think a lot of the genetic disorders that are hereditary aren't absolutely genetic. Let me speak. So you eat the same food as your parents. You have the same pets as your parents. You use the same products that your parents use, that your grandparents use, and you all end up with the same diseases. Now, if you were plucked out at birth and put with another family in another part of the world, would you still have? You might have the genes for those defects, but they may have never been activated if it wasn't for environmental purposes, outside environmental, not implications, but the outside environment, like I said, like spices, shampoos, whatever, that kind of stuff. Having the types of pets and the parasites that come along with those. I think that's a lot. It has a lot to do with how genetic disorders are expressed. It's not social media made by the devil. The problem is it has no soul and it's barrier mass. It's connection between people. That's definitely true. Richard, what's the greatest question that no one have ever asked you? That's a good question. It's probably that one right there, Borchel. Welcome back, nice guy. Half the problem is people believing they can sense people across the screen. The other half is people that nobody can fully over screen. And then they ask ChatGPT if what they're feeling is right. And ChatGPT is going to be like, of course it's right. You're the best ever. You're so brave. You're so brave for telling your parents that they're morons. You're so brave for thinking that you can do backflips off of buildings into a glass of water. Peak Streak. Bam. Thank you, nice guy. Peak stream. What is life? What makes life interesting? Paradoxes of it. To me, what really lit me up, what really made me think, wow, was realizing how education works and how much we're deceived. Like when you start the most kids hate school so much that they can't wait for it to be over so that they can stop learning. But the problem is the education they got was already old. It was all those books were written before they even started high school. So the education that they learned in high school, now some things like math and whatnot doesn't change, but a lot the history, especially history and science, it changes so much. And then they get out of school and they talk to people that know what they're talking about because the science has gone on for years and years, kept getting more and more wisdom out of it. And then people have arguments and then they don't take people. It's so freaking crazy. So once I realized why there's a disconnect between so much people, I figured we could figure it out. And the thing going on affects kids that connect to their own intuition and sense other people's souls. Right. And they confuse the hell out of them. And then you tell people that, like non-religious people, to not trust religious people because they're just evil. Don't trust the Democrats. Don't trust Republicans. So what do you mean? Half the country I can't even get a conversation with? And it's tribal at the same time. Epigenetics. So right, epigenetics. That's exactly right. That means above genetics. Right. So your genes don't necessarily. You might have the gene for baldness, and your dad expressed that bald gene, and your grandfather expressed that bald gene. But if that bald gene, you have it, but if it's not expressed, if the epigenetics don't tell that gene to go, then you still keep your hair. And I think it's the environment that triggers the epigenetics. Yeah, it's there, but whether it says let's do that, it's nature versus nurture to me, and nature and nurture, the interactive mixture of somehow creates someone treated interactivity. Well, that's what I think. That's what I think the Earth is. The Earth here is us nurturing the from human nature and what we can do for people. Like I think human nature, we are evil. A lot of people want to hurt people to get better in life. But we got to push back against that with the knowledge that we're bad people, the knowledge that we want to do bad, but we don't have to make the decision to follow it. Is that TMI? Nah, ADHD is it hereditary disorder? I don't know. Let's look what Google says. Is ADHD hereditary? Highly hereditary. So. This makes a lot of sense for what I just said. So 70 to 90%. So if you eat the same diet as your parents, and just say, going back to the vitamin B12 thing. So they have low B12 diet. And the water that you drink in your city has chlorine and fluoride in it that keeps your body from absorbing B12. So your parents are B12 deficient and therefore have ADHD. Then you have the same thing. But there's this is what I was talking about, like that. Like, yeah. Research to get hundreds of small variations in genes. Hundreds. Not that you have the ADHD gene. Right, yeah. They don't know what they're talking about. And they act like they do. TMI, too much information. And actuality, a civilization to stand and get its own strong, take responsibility, then it makes progress. Right. And then when you start saying that the reason for your downfall is somebody else, then you don't progress. You don't progress because you're told that you were kept down and you believed it. It's dietary disorder. There you go. That's what I think. That's exactly what I think. When I was married, my wife would fart in bed and blame the cat. I never believed her. That's it. The cat never farted. I got my ADHD from my dad, my dad's side of the family, so it can be passed down through genes. Right, but it could also, you also have a lot of other things showing that you're B12 deficient, Catra. I've told you 100 times on 100 different things. So as I'm saying, you might just have attention problems because this is what I'm talking about. If you didn't get a gene test, and your dad didn't get a genetic test, you don't know. And you don't know if those genes aren't expressed because of having a lack of B12. Most of us are B12 deficient. And I don't, listen, I have only heard one person say that B12 didn't help their ADHD. That's the one person. That's it. Out of hundreds of people that I've talked to over the past 4 or 5 years about the B12 stuff. Thoughts on chasing money in life? Chase greatness and money will come. Be the best at what you can do, but choose to do something that will help. People will understand that you're trying to help the world, and they'll want. When you try to chase money by being at the expense of other people, you can do it, but you're a bad person and you'll lose it quick. Because you'll want to show people that you've got the money by spending the money. It was a mouse. It was a mouse, not a cat. The mouse farted. I think if I was married to someone, I'm gonna be damn proud of my farts and I'm with them. Exactly. Otherwise, they don't love. They'll love you. You guys are gonna be pulling the covers up over each other's head and giving yourself Dutch ovens and stuff. Gara Nital Gongara, bruv. Godspeed, Mark. I don't believe in ADHD. It's made up. It's diverse. And listen, that's a big thing too. I think a big thing about ADHD is putting boys and girls together in school. Like, because the boys are trying to impress the girls and like they're overacting, but that's just testosterone. So it's like, and then they get medicated for it without testing their blood for any issue. Do we need anything other than scientific thinking? Yes, you absolutely need spiritual guidance. Absolutely. You have to have something that will guide your thinking. Because just like this thing we looked at earlier, they said spider webs found on Mars. It doesn't look like spider webs. And then it says spider web like. So the people that looked at the picture decided what they were going to tell the world. My diet and extended family have different diets across the board. We all have ADHD. We all have ADHD, not 100% hereditary, but it can be. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I know what TMI stands for. I was trying to figure out what she said was too. Not all brains are created equal, but they're not deficient. But it's not deficient and need medication to function. Right. B12 isn't a medicine. B12 is a vitamin you should be getting from your diet. But we screw with everything. We screw with our water. We screw with our grains. We screw with everything. And the ways we screw with it is it stops the natural absorption of those vitamins into our body. That's what supplementation needs. B2 absolute faux show. Don't use medication for ADHD. It's kind of a scam. It's a scam. If you haven't tried B12 first, it's definitely a scam. Nature is waves on water, and reality is water. That's everything, right? Nature is waves on water, and water is and reality is water. I mean, yeah. So the if you want to think of it like naturally, but there's also a supernatural, the thing that's outside that influences our reality. Chase money, not beaches. That's exactly right. Money over beaches. That's right. I hate getting farted on with naked ass. Yeah, it's freaking crazy. I agree. I hate it too. Sorry. Do not know you love it. Do you not know what true love is? I do. It farts while clothed in silk. What gives life purpose, meanings, problems? Right, so problems give life purpose. Knowing that there's an issue and now you have a goal. You need goals. You need to have something besides working for somebody to get a paycheck. We've lost trying to help humanity get better. There's a lot of people on this planet that need help. But the thing is, you can't just help them stay in the same routine. Like education. But we've gotten so far away from that by stealing from ourselves, our own people, to falsely try to help other people by stealing most of the money. And it's just gotten too profitable. True love's on raw is true raw love is naked. Silk Mark gonna be tied down to my debut album as a pop star. Is it more of reversing the symptoms? Yes, reversing the symptoms. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And the problem is we have a lot. I keep saying the problem. I said it like 35 times. A problem is that we treat the symptoms rather than the cause, and that's what's so profitable, right? Like they say, hey, you've got ADHD. Let's not treat ADHD. Let's treat hyperactivity or inattention by giving you these drugs, rather than saying, let's treat the ADHD. Because then they can just say, well, it's genetic. So then, we can't edit the genes, blah, blah, blah. And a deep sleep, where it all goes. It's a good question, isn't it? Where does it all go? In a deep sleep, where does it all go? Dude, it's so interesting. When people go into coma and their brain stops producing brain waves, they're dead. They're functionally dead, but they'll tell you what they dreamed when they woke up. So then you have people saying, okay, well, you might have just had all those at the moment that the brain waves started again. It rewrote everything. But then you have people being like, no, you were listening to this. Like people have be in comas for like multiple hours and they listen to 10 different songs. So they didn't just hear the song that was just when they were waking up. It's absolutely fascinating that the body can still work. Let me adapt this new love. Farted. Matter I don't even know what I'm doing it most of the time. Correct. Just go 3 weeks, no sugary foods, drinks. What is it? Right. That's a big thing too. But why? Why does that work? What does the sugar cause to happen in your body? The sugar overwhelms the gut bacteria that absorbs our nutrition. And what do the colors do? Same thing. They can say here, we'll give you colors and you know colors, and then you got ADHD and you don't. But why? What do those what happens at a chemical level or chemistry? And I tell you what it is. It's the absorption. It's how your body absorbs. And listen, there's more than just absorption. A big problem is they test your blood for things. So if you have to eat something, it's got to go into your gut, and then from your gut, it's got to go into your bloodstream. But it can't stay in your bloodstream. It's got to leave your bloodstream and go to the tissues. So that's when you need biopsies, and they don't do that very often. Honestly clear AI is dangerous. Can't turn Terminator. You're honestly clear. This is AI dangerous. Can't turn Terminator. Who, me? No, I'm not saying it can't turn Terminator. Somebody can absolutely program him to be Terminator. But I don't know. It can't happen on its own. Yeah. It's got to be programmed in. Listen. It's still the creativity of the programmer. But where does it get the programming from? Where does it where if think about all the rap music telling AI that bitches and hoes and shooting the ops is a good thing. Look, AI is gonna be like, look how many millions of streams, billions of streams these gangster rappers get. So it thinks that's good. It puts that up at a higher weight. Like, this is what everybody wants. Let's give it to them. I was functionally dead, my wisdom teeth, but I had dreams. My wisdom teeth had dreams. Low tape of fade. To come really late. The annoyance they have. The gut is power. Absolutely. Deep sleep makes me think it could all be a dream. Brother, I agree. Marcel, it's not about dietary, but it's about rewiring the brain. But that happens at a dietary level. The brain, listen, cholesterol, the brain needs a lot of cholesterol. A lot. If you're taking cholesterol lowering medications for too long, you're starving the brain. When you take things like K2, MK7, creatine, and good fats, it goes to the muscles in the body first before it goes to the brain. So you need more than you think you do. If you look at the RDA levels, that's just to keep you at base level. But if you're already sick, you need more than that to get out of deficiency. Fart Power, gonna be my drag name. My name is Fart Power. I'm up in the tower. I'm thinking about living in a shopping container. Dude, shipping container, great idea. Great idea. They're cheap. You can definitely make them nice. Let's look some up. Let's get through the chat here real quick. No one rewrites your brain better than your own gut. Agreed. Rewrite your own brain without fixing it. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's right. Well, your fart comment, what? I didn't miss it. Did I miss it? I didn't miss it. Yeah, I don't see it. I saw your other fart comment. I think right here. Fart Power, you dragon. Yeah, I said it. I'm immune, not doctor. I need a cure. And what's more, cowbell. How would AI terminate a sex drive? How would it? Is it terminating your sex drive? When do we die and wake up in another body and then go back to sleep and living another life or lives? Right, that's another great thing to think about too. And that's what reincarnation is. Basically dying and then waking up in another body. Ricky Schroeder, absolutely. Richie Rich. Oh, yeah, it was censored as well. I saw the one that said fart power gonna be my drag name. All right, let's go. Let's look up the shipping container thing. Okay. Living in shipping containers. Yeah, this is freaking awesome, dude. I look at this stuff. Look what they build. Look what they build with these. It's so freaking cool. And they just stack them together. Yeah, dude. I think the small home thing's the way to go. I did. Lamau. It's terminating my. Look at this. This is just one single shipping container. you know, and that's multifamily. I mean that we wake up like in another body, but it's not this earth. Oh, someone else wake up and go back to sleep. Maybe, oh, no. I mean, that's definitely a dream. My voice just had a fart in the wind, silent but deadly. In what case, I'm excited because the life of this. I like my life as is. Right? Yeah, I like my life as it is too. You had to change your laugh. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. That's crazy. That's got to be AI. A bedroom with glass doors. But a lot of these are freaking cool, dude. And you just stack them, and then you can weld them together. You can pin them together. Apartments. You come with redheads. My farts, my gut. So your farts. So I think I said this before. A guy that I used to work with, an older guy, I was probably in my 20s. Anyway, every time he walked past like a piece of ductwork or a big cardboard box, he'd fart in it and be like, "That means my food's working." And he would say that, and I was just like, I never thought about it like that. What up, Brianna? That's awesome. I like shipping container homes. I do too. Hey, Sandra, what's up? Welcome back. When I fart, my heart skips a beat. That's a lot of fart. Only problem is tornadoes. Yeah, don't put them in Kansas. But the stigma around ADHD is never ending. I agree. Listen, I got it like a son of a motherless goat. I'm ADHD to the freaking 100%. My gut's waving as it's saying, jeez. But this stuff's awesome. Like, look at this. Buying a window or two will cost you $200. Getting a Sawzall blade and a drill, it costs you a few $100, and you just use, cut the box. Yeah, it doesn't take as much work as you would think. And for just say for $30,000. Okay, let's look. Oh, I should have done this. Oops, I can't spell them. All right, okay, look at this. Look, $1,000, $1,300 for a 40-foot shipping container. $1,000, $9.99. So think of that. $1,000, you get a watertight shipping container, dude. Okay, and then what? $1,000 in flooring, $1,000 in windows, $1,000 in doors. Just saying, that's way more. So for freaking $5,000, and then electrical, yeah, and then Wi-Fi is normal Wi-Fi and whatnot. Listen, that's absolutely where it's at. Damn, Raggedy Ann and Andy. You should say ADHD is 110th grade. I completely missed it. I should have. Would probably want to reinforce it with stronger material because, frankly, my dream home going to be bunker situation. You can put one in the ground and put one right above it. Do you think the war in Iran will influence the trout population? I don't think so. We'll see. I don't think so. I think this is going to be much shorter acted. I think this is going to be much shorter lived than other wars we're used to. But we'll see. If they get the oil and they get out, it's done. And I think the population was ready for this too. The Iranian population. So I think the royal family is going to come back in, and they're gonna have a lot of trials, slaughtering those guys that did them so bad for so long. Some people fart and it smells like they pooped their pants. I agree. I'm telling you, Georgie. I'm telling you, it's not expensive. We stop ourselves. We stop ourselves, and I guarantee you can get all this on credit. You can get all of this on credit. You know what else you could do? You could put the drawings together, and you could go get a small business loan saying you want to film one of these for your YouTube channel, and you could get a $50,000 small business loan. And start doing that, and that could be the beginning of your YouTube channel. And then even if you don't make $50,000 on the YouTube channel, you got yourself a house, and now you've got 5 years to pay the $50,000 loan back, which is like a decent car payment. Yeah, boy. 26 grand for one of those as well. 26 grand for one that's finished. And that's what Walmart's selling it for. So it cost them way less than 10 grand to put it together. That's all profit. Yeah, and it's only 19 by 20. 15 by, no. 19 by 20. So that's not even one of these 40 footers. They took a 40 footer, cut it in half. That's probably what they did. Yeah, no. Yeah. Me and my dad got 5 shares of our favorite company. What does that mean? Nothing. It depends what company it is, Naruto. Yeah, it's Walmart. Yeah, 5 shares is not very much. Like so if it was Apple, it would be probably like $500. Let's see what 1 share of Apple stock is. 1 share of Apple stock. So 1 share of Apple stock's at $200. So 5 shares would be about $1,250. No, yeah, $1,250. Yeah, right around. Where are we gonna put this hitter? So what I would do, so how much does it get to get a what's it called? What are those things called? Where the poop goes? Where's the poop go? Where the poop goes? Come on, where the poop goes? Septic tank. Septic tank installation. Crazy living in the UK. Cadbury chocolate with no palm oil. I got to buy from an American store. I used to like Cad. I think didn't Hershey's buy Cadbury or Cadbury bought Hershey's recently. That's what I'm asking. What happens if I'm having shares at Lamborghini dealership? Not nothing. Lamborghini dealerships don't have shares. You're talking about the Lamborghini company, the manufacturer, not the dealership. I mean, unless they sold them privately. I need a collab with Van Life Astro. He's great like you. Hey, cool. Let's do it. Van Life Astro. Let me copy that down. Van Life Astro. All right. It's in the list. I'll try. I'll see what's going on. Okay, cool. Thank you, my friend. Palm oil is not good for you, though. Hey, well, you know, either is freaking. All right, never mind. What do you think we should do? Do you think we should go to the moon? Let's get some excitement. No, absolutely. I think we should go to the moon. 100%. I would love to go back to the moon. I would love to go to the moon. Not me. I would love to make stuff to go to the moon. I would like to be able to help build a moon rover. And I tell you what, I would like to go visit all of the other landing stations for the old American Apollo missions and other countries' missions and film the hell out of it. And I tell you what, I bet you if my rover got blowed up, it's because they're hiding something. I'd start a big conspiracy theory channel, make $1 million. I got the moon. I can come to you. Fly me to the moon. Let me hold among the stars. Milky Way and Mars. So I forgot what I was doing. Okay. So $1,000 again, a $1,300 installation. Yeah, $1,300 installation. Oh, that's sorry. Septic. Okay, right. So a septic tank is about $640 for like a four person home. Yeah, so about $2,000 for installation. So $2,000, yeah, and then you got your plumbing that you could hook your house up to. Hershey only acquired the rights to produce okay. Cadbury made me shit. Yeah, Dove's pretty good. I agree. I like Dove chocolate. Yeah, the foil wrapped and they just melt. They're so freaking creamy. Like Lady is a Tramp. Oh, that's a good one too. Like, New York. Yeah, but yeah, you could do it. Listen, if you get a plot of land for a few $1,000s, if you've already got the land, even better. But yeah, you could freaking absolutely do that. Luck be a lady tonight. There are wireless toilets. Yep, there's wireless toilets, absolutely. But you're still going to want to brush your teeth. You're still going to want to take a shower, and all that water's got to go somewhere. You're going to need a drain field. You're going to need a septic tank of some sort. I mean, or you could get a spotter pot and have somebody vacuuming it out every freaking month. Did you hear about the guy who uses his car, runs on recycled French fry? Oh, my sister's ex-boyfriend used to have one. He used to have a Mercedes. It was a diesel Mercedes that he adapted to run on fryer oil. Yeah. You ever pooped out water? Yeah, boy. What do you mean? Yeah, what? I used to call it butt pee. Hey Arnold had a Frank Sinatra parody on character. I think I remember that, yeah. Hey Arnold. Dino Spumione. There's also seats that fit on top of a bucket. Yep, you can do that too. Yep. I would rather not. You know, look, I want to be able to enjoy the passage of my waist. The Ferrero Rocher. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, I like them. Hazelnut. Ferrero Rocher. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Ah, Hazelnut, boy. He had a song talked about stuff he's gonna break this woman's stuff because she broke his heart. I like when his themes make me feel like the Kings. Ah, jeez, Sarah. We're gonna have to date or something. I never seen these. Chocolate squares. Do you know a polar bear can smell prey close to a mile away? Yes, I did know that. Yeah, yeah. Do you know why that is though? Like in how odor molecules in cold weather they don't evaporate as quickly too, and they stay closer to the ground. It's very interesting. Yeah, they're terrifying. Let's go. Yeah, boy. Okay, sorry. Okay. Fly me to the moon, hand me to the stars. Let's take a look. Oh, the variety pack. Hold on. Let me get out here. Ferrero Rocher assorted pack. Here it is, right here, right there. That's the assorted pack. Oh, find me the. It actually says brown lady lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. We'll be right back. All right. Fly me to the moon. Looks so damn good. I tell you what. Because if you encounter a polar bear, your chances of surviving. Yeah, very low. Yeah. I need that in my life. Yeah. Gotta wait till it's on clearance. It's like the silliest number. 555. Do you know what 555 the 555 timer is? Do you know what that is? The 555 timer is the first circuit I've ever built. The 555 timer circuit. There it is. The 555 timer circuit. That's it right there. I'm taking Zara to dinner next week. Oh, John's got you. It's a number of illusion. I can't find my Mars bar near my store. You can't? Jeez. No, it ain't. Space Cow, what's wrong with you? Where are you going to dinner at? Yeah, 555 timer circuit. It means you're a dick 555 means you're scared for no reason. Hey, man. It's that easy. It's that easy. Fly me to the moon. The internet's awesome. Okay, where we at? Yeah, where we at? Where we at? Bing bang boom. Bing bang boom. We done. Bing bang boom. All right. Look, that's so crazy. The Kama Sutra temple, and you got blurred. They blur it out there, but here everybody's getting it on. They're all getting it on with everybody else. Jeez Louise, Richard. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Sorry. That should have been blurred out. What's the freaking elephant do? what is that called? I can't remember what it's called. Khajuraho, Khajuraho. Yeah, that was some freaky ish. Yeah, at least it was made out of stone. Yeah, there was a book. Okay, so I think I told you guys that I read like the entire Encyclopedia Britannica, and after reading the last, like you have A through Z, and then you have addendum, like for what's been changed, and then the very next book in the library was the Encyclopedia of Strange and Unusual Acts, and it was strange and unusual. Everything was drawn. They didn't have photos in it. This was back in the day when it was expensive to put photos in encyclopedias, I guess. But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was. Yeah, I never even looked it up to see if I could find it. Again, after that, hopefully nobody has to fart during the party. White Castle. I haven't had White Castle in. I was on vacation somewhere. I think it was Pennsylvania. I haven't had it in years. Still haven't cashed that check. You gotta cash that check. Sauce Cow doesn't have it caught up on video. It doesn't have it to be caught on video to make money. You people. Oh, do I recall my last one? Yep. Okay, chicken Alfredo with breadsticks. Good stuff. I like chicken Alfredo with breadsticks. Oh, that was me. 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 That was me. That was me. Sorry. Ding, my ding microphone. My microphone. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, what was I looking at? Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, boy. Yeah, I brought up. And you ready to draft? Let's do it, brother. I'm too old. But I'd go. Have you watched the movie The Founder? No, The Founder. That does sound familiar. Oh, baby. Yeah, look good, girl. Look good. Ready? Let's get a little more color on there. Yeah. Look at that. Toasted with cheese. I'd even go something like that, boy. Ooh la la. No, I'm not. I mean, I think I'm too old to get drafted. I think drafting gets cut off at 42. The Founder about the McDonald's. Oh yes. Do my best. Dude, I can't do Trump impression. I would say, what does he say? I beat Kamala. That chick's dumb. What up, Carl? I want to get drafted at 70 with no bra. Oh man, look at that too. Even that like garlic bread. Look at that. Look at the is that like those are those chicken fries? Look up Jonathan's Kite. You want to see a good Trump? Jonathan Kite. Take that, boys. Boobs to the head. Take that, boys. Like a 1930s actress would say. Take that, boys. I saw a stand-up and he's spot on. I think I know who you're talking about. Hold on, let me look him up. It's not popping in my brain cells. But it's the guy that got like famous from TikTok from it. Oops. Nope, not him. Tom Hanks. I guess I should type in Trump. Barbecue pork with mac and cheese. Oh, hold on.
Just say this, because then people were like, I hope he goes to jail. I was like, I hope he goes to jail too, but not for political reasons. I just think he would crush it in there. Because prison is a business, and he is a businessman. I want him to bring back The Apprentice from behind bars. Call it The Bitch.
One of your favorite songs?
We have the and the very fine people on both sides. Your task this week was to make toilet wine, delicious Pruno, and trade for the most top ramen, which frankly in Sleepy Joe's America is very high, very high. Sleepy Joe's what he calls decaf coffee. And here's the thing, I wanted to see him go because I wanted to see him look like a boss in prison, right? Because he still wear like the suit and the tie and shit. He wouldn't wear the orange jumpsuit. He couldn't wear the orange jumpsuit. He would just look naked the whole time.
I love how my name.
Like the biggest Oompa Loompa you've ever seen. Oompa Loompa, Oompity Day. They'll never catch me, not the DA. I'll just say that.
All right, what was one? Barbecue pulled pork with mac and cheese. Barbecue pulled pork with mac and cheese. Yeah, we definitely changed topics very quickly. Oh, man. Look at that freaking goddess. Oh, man. Oh, look at this. I can't do it. I don't even know which one. You talk about Bane from freaking WWE, or are you talking about from X-Men? Oh, look at that. Man, look at that. Juggling act mama. Food makes the world taste good. From Batman. That's Kane. There you go. That's Kane. There you go. There you go. You found a weakness in my armor. Oh, look at that. White cheddar. Oh, God. Tom Hardy. Yes, that's right. That's right. Bane's from Batman. Tom Hardy's character. Right. I'm Michael Keaton. Best Batman, by the way. Definitely best Batman. What was your picture for? I don't see anything. I don't see it. Mac and cheese. Michael Keaton beats him ultimate. Yeah, I didn't see anything, Kat. Hold on. What's all black? The stream. The stream is black for you. Refresh it. Anybody else? No, it's still there. I still see it. English roast. Oh, man. We're getting hungry, huh? Oh, man. Oh, come on. Let's get bigger. Get bigger. Look at those freaking... Oh, look at that. I'm so sorry. FX, brother, you done brought in trouble. Oh, man, we need more meat on that Mac. Hey, no, I'd put more meat on your Mac. I want them wheat turduckens. All right, hold on. We'll go turduckens next, but look at that. Look at that. Or that. I'm a fan of peas. That looks real good right there. Big old freaking hunks. Oh, man. Turducken. Okay, we're going to leave that there. We'll open up another one for turducken. I want to go back to that. Turducken. Not Duncan. I don't know. This looks so unappetizing like that to me. I need it on a plate. Like, I don't like seeing the different meats like that. It just lets you know that it's wrong. It puts the mac on the skin and rubs it in. I love canned peas with a stick of butter. Listen, so I had a girlfriend, and she had a 4-year-old. and the only way he would eat anything, like he wanted gummy bears and bubble gum and stuff, and the only way he would eat something that wasn't candy is what I'd get a can of peas with butter, and I'd put them on the plate, and then I'd bring them in so he'd see them, and then when like either his mom or her grandfather or his grandfather walked in, I'd slide them under the couch to hide them. So he'd be like why are you hiding? He'd be like, what's going on? Nothing. I'm just watching a movie. And then once they left, I'd slide them back out, and I'd be like, and he'd be like, what's that? And I'd be like, do not tell your mom. And he'd be like, yeah. So that was the trick to get him to. Buffalo wings with a mixture of butter and cayenne pepper hot sauce. Ooh la la. That's an addict brain right there. You is plugged. No, definitely. Absolutely. Oh, bam. It was so funny. Mr. Richard. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, sorry. One day closer to the rapture. That's definitely the truth, brother Brad. Lamb shank. Dinner time is evil. Okay, hold on. What were we looking up? Buffalo wings, butter cayenne. Okay, I wouldn't do cayenne, but I like Texas Pete. I think it's Tabasco. Definitely with butter. Absolutely. I agree there. One day you'll die, Brad. Just enjoy the food fantasies today. Yep. Okay, let me see. Lamb shank. Lamb shank. Not ham shank, lamb. Look at that, just stuck into a pile of mashed potatoes like that. Like that. Like that even. Look at the long sprig broccoli. Mine? I'm a Capricorn, January 10th. Which is zodiac sign. She's ready. She's getting the marriage ready. She's like, I got to figure out how to set the house up for our wedding. Oh man. Look at the translucent onions. What about Wagyu beef? Yeah, it's definitely costly. Okay, I not a big fan. I'll show you why. I like prime be like Angus. I like going, and I'll show you why. January, not non-evil. Yeah, Capricorn. Yes, yeah. So actual factual is my cousin. My actual factual cousin. She's my cousin. We're born on the same day. 13 years apart. What? 13? No. Yeah, 13 years apart. Yeah, January 1977 and 1990. What? 93? When were you born? Yes, 13, right, 1990. Yeah, we share a birthday. That's not broccoli. That wasn't broccoli? That doesn't look like asparagus to me. I mean, I could be wrong. Ever tried goat spleen curry? Cures anemia. I'm sure spleen does. I'm sure it does. I've never had it. I eat a lot of curries. Yeah, broccolini. There you go. Broccolini. That's probably what it is. Broccolini. Not Bellini. Bellini. Broccolini. There you go. That's what it was. Dang Zarth facts are close. Dang, Zara and facts are close. Oh. Yeah. No problem. Hey, we're here. We're here to figure it out, FX. We're here to figure it out. Let me shrink this down a little bit. Sorry. But when I first saw it, that's what I expected it to be, was asparagus. And I like asparagus. I like the way it makes my pee smell. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Definitely getting hungry. All right, so what was I forgot what I was looking up. A spleen curry. Okay, look that up. Okay, look up Wagyu first. Okay. All right, I want to show you the difference between Wagyu and Angus. Okay, look at the fat content difference. Hold on, let me find one. So it's just so much fat. Look at the fat difference there and there. Look at Angus is on the right, Wagyu's on the left, and it gets a lot worse than that. Like look at the huge differences. Look at that. That's all fat. But if I'm gonna buy a steak, I would rather get a steak that's meat, and then add fat to the pan, rather than spending way more money for way more fat. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, you said goat spleen curry. Goat spleen curry. Definitely would cure anemia. That's the most iron-rich food I think I've ever seen. I'd try it like that. That's way too dark for me. I know that tastes like chewing on a nail. I love veggie pea. Is it true Americans like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Yeah, no, yes, yeah. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're very good. Sweet and nutty, melts in your mouth. Yeah, I've been eating the same tray of chicken penne and lasted for 4 days. That's a lot of casing. Okay, hold on. Let me see. You said, yes, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Yeah, they're good. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Peanut. Yeah. Yeah, this is what they usually look like right there. It's sweet and you get a lot of protein from the peanut butter. And you can change the jelly flavors. And some people toast them and there's like grape and then strawberry. Air fryer with fruit. Yeah, they're good. They're good. I just realized I don't work tonight. Now I'm worried if I asked off for something I forgot. I always work Tuesdays. Uh-oh. Yeah, toasted. Got to figure that out. I heard peanut butter and pickle sandwiches are a thing. They're absolutely a thing. Yes. Most kids have. What English food have you tried? A fry up? Have you tried a fry up? Yeah. Fry ups are great. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'll show everybody now. It's a breakfast. English fry up. Yeah, the beans, everything. Here you go. Let's see a regular one right here. Yeah, fry ups are good. This is more how we would get them here. Basically like that. That's how you would get it from like a restaurant here. And if you went to somebody's house, you'd get a big old friggin'. But yeah, fry ups are good. I love me some PB. Oh, brisket and ribs, very good. Brisket and ribs. Dude, you're talking about. Hold on, let me find a good representation of what we would get. This is what it looks like before you cut into it, and then once you cut into it, you get something like that. So a lot of sauce. These here are like dry rubs. Like this is more like a dry rub where you just put seasonings all over it to cook it through, and then some people add this, which is a lot of sauce. Okay, so it's like a wet rub. I watched 2 hours of training videos. My orientation is enough for that's plenty. Peanut butter and chocolate. So, yep, absolutely. You hate canned foods? It all depends. You need a potato scone. Oh, that's squared sausage. Hey, we can make it happen. I leave my house for 2 minutes and go to dog. Actually, I've been gone for the whole day. Yet dogs are needy. It's a big test. Don't worry. You'll get it. She'll fail it. Just kidding. You'll be fine. Spent the last year in the Rocky Mountains away. Hold on. Spent the last year Rocky Mountain High. In the UAE, we have camel meat that's mixed between beef and venison. So I've had camel. I used to work for the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore, and we had camel there. And one of the camel broke it passed away. During a big storm. It got freaked out. I guess most camels don't experience thunderstorms and lightning, and it tried to get away. So when it died, it was butchered instead of just being trashed. And so we got like camel steaks and stuff, and they cooked everything for us. Luckily, I knew all the answers. Camel meat. Yeah, hold on. Camel steak. I'm trying to show something that shows the size. There you go. That's on a spit. Like, you don't understand how big that is. That's like 18 inches. Hello, my good man. When you happen to be remembering me on your distinguished live stream yesterday, I was a very formal one. Yes, I do remember you being very formal. Yes. How are you, Jenny? How are you? Looks like a dead human. What up, Rumple? Rumpelstiltskin. Jeez, dude's got an axe. Hi, baby. Have you ever had bison? Yes. Bison's good. Yeah, Actual Factual's had it a lot too, I believe. It's supposed to be more salty than other meats. We had it prepared. So the guy that cooked it, he put seasonings on it, so I couldn't tell you how it was compared to other prepared meals. Like I add very little salt to my beef. I like beef. Did you forget Philly cheesesteaks? Oh no, look it up. Philly cheesesteaks are great too. Philly cheesesteaks. I love Philly cheesesteaks. These are so good, dude. So good. I like mine with grilled onions, a little bit of mayonnaise on the bread, toasted bread. So you grill the bread with, like, while you're waiting for the strip steak or chop steak to cook through. You put onions down first. The onions start to get translucent. You put the meat on top of that, chop it through, and you put the bun on the grill. And the bun starts toasting. As soon as the meat gets to like just past medium, you put cheese on top of it, provolone, and then as soon as the provolone turns glassy, you grab the roll off and you just grab it and that's it. So the grilled onions, and then just a little bit of mayonnaise on the bread. Absolutely good. I can't go for more than an hour without crying today. Miso is what you're trying to say. There's a chain restaurant called Ted's Montana Grill. Yep. Right up the street from me. Walking distance. I mean, it'd take you a half hour to get there, but it's walking distance. I had it once. It was so overcooked I could almost call it charcoal. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, that's what you're waiting for. March 3rd, is it? What was it? What day was it? When I say I'm emotionally sensitive, this is what I mean. Yeah, you start crying at dog food commercials and stuff. When I started eating meat again, Philly cheesesteaks were one of the foods I missed the most. They're good. It was criminal if they deleted that. Oh, yeah, you can't do that. My day has been spiffing and delightful. How's your day going? The day's going very good. Very good. Very good, Jenny. Thanks for asking. Southern grits are good. Yeah, I eat them a lot, too. I've never heard of a burger bowl. Burger bowl. No, never heard of it. Never heard of it. So it's a salad with ground beef, I guess? No, I've never even heard of it. I'd eat it. Yeah, I'd absolutely do that. Yeah, barbecue. March 6th. Okay. I'm crying right now because my dad called to remind me of my family. Just making me cry. Grits chef in the family. Here you go. Cat's got the grits going. 5 months strong, boys. Carry the torch for our grandpa. Yeah, let's bring him up. Southern fried grits. So these are fried grits here. So we'll show you what grits are first. Grits. So here's grits. They're like polenta almost, or like ground corn. And I like them with a lot of butter and cheese like that. As a Brit, I'll refrain from talking about food. Zumbo. Time for dinner. All right, Zara. Burger bowl looks like deconstructed burger. Yeah, I'd still eat it. I do hate to do this since I just arrived, but I have to leave a delightful live stream for the way. All right, Jenny. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again, Jenny. So then you can take these grits. And once they start to cool down, they become firm. So then you can cut them with a knife. So hot grits you can eat like a porridge. And then once they start to cool down, you can cut them, bread them. Or you don't have to bread them, but cut them and deep fry them. And then you get southern fried grits. And so it's absolutely like sticks like that. They're so good. And then, of course, dipping sauces. You could also call them fritters. Have you ever tried the UFO shaped burger? No. UFO burger. Yeah, no, not no. That's just too ultra processed for me. It goes way past the need. Like, there's no need for it. French fried potatoes. I like French fried potatoes. I never had grits, but something I'm curious to taste. They're really good. Listen, and they'll taste like whatever you want. Like, the way I used to eat grits when I was a kid is you just add, like, it's you boil water, you add grits, and the grits start to thicken up, and then you take an egg, crack the egg in a separate pan, and then as soon as the whites start to cook completely, turn the heat off, and you take the hot grits and you dump them over the top. That cooks a little bit of the top part. Then you can just cut it into it, and the yolk turns runny, and then you just kind of stir it up to cut up the egg, and it's so good. It's like what the Indians do with egg on rice. Egg on rice, not John Rice. Egg on rice. Yeah, like this right here, like that right there, and then you just this that's a little overdone right there. I want to try to see one where, like that right there, right there, yeah, and you just stir it in. It's so good. I'm licking my lips. Jeez, Brits don't get dibs on the curries. Nope. Butter and sugar. Yeah, that right. That can do it too. Yeah, that's the thing. It's basically it's corn. So you can make it spicy or sweet. So it can be a sweet treat. And yeah, just whatever little spices you add to it. One more thing, guys. One more thing. What the system always told you to stay away from fats, but it's totally opposite. That's exactly right. We need more fat than anything. Less carbs, more protein. Fats and protein, exactly 100%. One of the biggest reasons we have memory issues with humans is because they told us to lower fats and cholesterol. Our body, our brains expressly need fats and cholesterols. They were screwing with our food, and they wanted to blame it on something else. They wanted to blame it. Oh, you're sick because this, and that. Not because, you took too much, you didn't eat enough sugar. How do you feel? Nah, frickin' Sarah. Beautiful. Grits is corn. Yes, ground corn. Yep. Semolina flour, you can do the same thing. Puts bra bag on, leaves life. Take it easy, Sarah. Southern grits with bacon, cheese, and green onions. There you go. Southern grits, bacon, cheese, and green onions. Yeah, boy. That's why is it always so small? There you go. That's how you want to see it, though. Corn is good. Yeah. Have you ever tried? Yeah, I've had lots of Korean food. Yeah. No. Listen, my favorite thing to eat. My favorite thing to eat is steak. Steak and potato, like steak and French fries. Just steak and grilled onions, roast with roast potatoes, onion, like the English. I forgot what we called it earlier. But we chuck roast with onions, potatoes, and carrots. Like, I could eat it just a little bit of salt and just inhale it for years. Reminds me that Ryan Gosling movie. Your brain runs on glucose. Your brain does run on glucose, and but not sucrose. Patatas. Oh, chicken tikka masala. Chicken tikka masala. Yeah, boy. That's the way I like it right there, with a lot of white rice. Yeah, that's probably a little spicy. Yeah, that's probably more spicy. But that's how you would expect to get it right there. I have 6 to 8 eggs a day for years, and my cholesterol is really good. Right, because it's the eggs that help your cholesterol. Right, and we were completely lied to. What's your ailment recovery comfort? What's your ailment recovery time comfort food? What? Ailment recovery time for comfort food? I mean, I don't have any recovery time. I can eat the hell out of it. I had that about 2 days ago. That's so good. All right, yeah, I actually got to go too. I was going to go 2 more minutes. But now I got to get some food in me, and then we'll be back around 7 o'clock. It's 6:30 right now, so I'll be back around 7, about a half hour. It's getting dark here now, so I got a bunch of stuff out in the yard. This is put away. Hello, good man. I've returned to your delightful live stream. I'm very sorry I'm leaving to mock exams. No problem. I have to eat dinner anyway, Jenny. It was nice to see you again. I eat fried eggs with onions every day, almost every day. No, and that's very, very good for you. The problem with beans, if you get pre-prepared beans, is a lot of them have wackadoodle stuff sprayed on the bean itself. You definitely got to rinse your own beans and make them yourself. Oh, chicken tandoori is good. Alfam. You're talking about the bread? What's alfam? Oh, that's the sauce, I guess. Let's see. Damn, you got me going here. Yeah, I love eggs. I love eggs. At least who would miss a good apple pie? Yeah, apple pie is good. I will return as soon as you return for delightful dinner. Thank you, everyone. All right, I love you all. See you guys back, and guys and girls, back in about a half hour. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye.